goalie in AHL history to credit with a goal, by the way, in 2008. Made his NHL debut back in 07 for Vancouver. He once earned AHL second star team honors in 08-09. He won the Spangler Cup this year as part of Team Canada alongside Trevor Carrick. He ranked second in the AHL in wins in 29 back in the 13-14 season, and he won a berth at the Calder Cup Finals back in 2014 as well. He is a man who is a legend in this league, and he's certainly one who can get back in the swing of things and take over. Everyone is well aware of the capability of a man like Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, by the way, is a one-time Chicago Wolf. He played for the Wolves back in the 2009-10 season and in the 10-11 season, playing a total of 61 games along the way for Chicago. So he is familiar with the jerseys he will see as they barrel down on him in today's game. As the lights are off and we're nearly set for a face-off here inside Bojangles. It is a good crowd filing into the arena tonight, as yesterday's game was snowed out, and I'll tell you what, after the game was done and you drove the streets, or I drove the streets trying to get back home, and not pretty at all, not pretty whatsoever. It was a tough road ahead to try to find any sensible direction with streets that were not salted, and the good thing about it was there was pretty much nobody else on the road except the people leaving the arena last night to get back home. Checkers were so short-handed in terms of game operations staff yesterday that Tara Black, who is the chief operating officer of the team, she worked the penalty box as an off-ice official. Her husband, Jamie Black, who works for the team as well, he ran the technical director spot. Never done it before in his life, and essentially was responsible for all the video that was being run on the big screen. He ran that. Everybody was doing multiple jobs in yesterday's game, so full hands, everyone hands on deck, and it was a total team effort to get that done, up and running. And I'll tell you what, you would have never noticed it was that flawless. So credit to the Charlotte Checkers front office, no doubt about it. Well, one of the stories we'll be following around in this game tonight, we'll be watching, is Drew McIntyre. An .893 save percentage and a .307 goals against average. In 20 games played, he's 9-9-1. And you know, he is just ready to get back in. You watched him in warm-ups, he was out there, he looked like he was just ready for the puck to be dropped, and now the Checkers are making their way on the ice. Let's go, Checkers! We are live in Bojangles Coliseum. Jason Shai at the broadcast booth. The Charlotte Checkers and Chicago Wolves will lock up for the fourth time this year. The Checkers have not been able to defeat this Wolves team yet this season. They are standing on the ice against them for the fourth time. Chicago has 3 wins. The Checkers only able to get 1 point so far in the 3 games. That was yesterday's game in a shootout loss.
At forward, number 11, Zach Boychuk. And at forward, your captain, number 10, Eric Ryan. Your Charlotte Checkers head coach by Mark Morris, assistant coaches Jordan Goodyear. Charlotte Checkers athletic trainers Brian Maddox. Equipment manager Steve Gladden, Donnie White. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, your Charlotte Checkers.
We will wait for the singing of the national anthem, then the drop of the puck in period number 1, as the Checkers take on Chicago for the 4th time this season and are desperate for a victory against them.
7-4-3. Please remain standing reverently.
Remove your caps. Remembering those and honoring those who have served and sacrificed, those who are serving today, so that we can enjoy this hockey game in safety and in freedom. Performing our national anthem, Catherine Drew.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And here we go. And the Checkers ready to drop the puck against the Chicago team yet again.
Captains, please, to the red carpet. Captains, to the
Tonight
red
is
carpet.
race night, and there are a lot of fans have piled in here despite the uncertainty of the roads. But they are fine, and the Checkers hope there's a path to victory tonight as they had a 3-0 lead and watch it dissipate. A goal scored by Danny Cristo at 19:54 made it a 3-3 game. The Checkers had a 2-minute power play in overtime, unable to score on Nicholas Lundstrom, who starts tonight, as he came in relief yesterday for Phoenix Copley. So we'll see him in his debut as a starter in the American Hockey League, the original draft pick of St. Louis. And the Checkers have Drew McIntyre back in action. So we'll watch Drew and see how he plays tonight, as he has been injured since right around the new year, getting hurt as a backup in warm-ups in the Spangler Cup for Team Canada. And the lights are on, and we're ready to go.
And let's go Checkers! Who's loud here? Let's go!
Rasmus Risson on defense with Ryan Murphy. Boychuk now placed to the first line right side, out there with Brock McGinn on the left, and they're centered by the captain and Derek Ryan. Chicago has their captain at center as well. Pat Cannone will take the draw. He was great in yesterday's game, so was his line, the most dominant, as they have Caron on the left side and Danny Cristo, the #1 star in yesterday's game, on the right. The Checkers go after the puck, but it's Lindblom throwing it across, and now Schmaltz has it as he trying to clear it down the far side, and does. Early in the game, only looks like now 11 seconds. We have an icing call against Chicago and a face-off to Nicholas Lundstrom's right side. Lundstrom, who came in yesterday's game towards the very, very end of the second period, ended up playing 25 minutes and 8 seconds, making 11 saves on 11 shots. He was perfect in yesterday's game, coming in relief and got the victory as well. Face-off won by the Wolves, and it's Lindblom off the near side, intercepted by Brock McGinn. On the right wall, McGinn trying to find the puck at his feet. It comes loose to Boychuk, spinning with it, now centering. One-timer! Oh, a great chance right away. And Lundstrom is tested early, and there's a big save for the Chicago goaltender. How about that setup by Boychuk to Derek Ryan, who found some open ice at the bottom of the near circle. Face-off to Lundstrom's left side. Off the face-off, it's won by Chicago. Tapped out to center ice, look out. Bayou coming down the far wall. He's in, he scores! A shot down the right wall beats McIntyre between the legs. And the Checkers are down early in this one at 19:28, the time remaining. 32 seconds in, McIntyre gives up an early goal. Bayou with a good hard shot low beats McIntyre, and it's a 1-0 deficit. off the face-off. The Checkers have control. Justin Shuck down the right side off the wall for Mike Cornell. It's wanded back to center ice. Did they get a piece of this puck, or is it going to be icing? No. Uriah Hayes did not knock that down, and as a result, it's an icing call against the Wolves again. Now a face-off back in the offensive zone for Charlotte. 19-12 to go, and Veilleux has the tally early. Veilleux was originally drafted by St. Louis back in 2011 out of Moncton, the fourth-round draft pick, now in his third-year pro, at 13 points last year in 69 games. Saved by Lundstrom as he kicks it away. The puck now in the near corner. Mark Morris has Ethan Werek and Justin Shuck, centered by TJ Hensick. There's a penalty coming, and it's going against Charlotte. And I believe it is on Hensick. It looked like he got a shoulder into Zach Turcato. Yeah, Hensick's going to be the one who goes. Chicago last night had 4 power plays and was unable to score a power play goal in yesterday's game. Face off to McIntyre's left. Wolves have it now, they lose it. Ryan Murphy punches the near side. And the Checkers don't get it out. 18:41 to go. Checkers down 1-0. As Veilleux has the early goal in the contest, just 32 seconds in. Now they play a D-to-D on the blue line. Schmaltz winds and fires off a stick. That lands in the near corner. And it just grazed the high glass. Now back for Petteri Lindbaum, the far side to Schmaltz again. Back for Lindbaum to Canone. He'll step in, play it down low, look out. Quick shot, they score! Great power play and good passing. And Chicago is up 2-0 in less than 2 minutes into the game. Well, McIntyre is having a rough go early, but there's plenty of time left. And he'll settle this game down. He's a true pro in his first game back. It's not going to be easy to come back right away, especially against the kind of offense Chicago can bring.
Give the assist to number 29.
So with now 2 minutes gone and 18 left in the first period, Charlotte down 2-0 in this contest. Chicago weaving the puck down the right wing side in the Checker zone. Carrick forces man off the puck, and now it comes to the near side, Patrick Brown. And now a good hit by Brendan Woods, and there's Brody Sutter, whose dad is in attendance tonight. And he'll throw it back, Will Woods, to the defense. And it's Carrick then ramped off the stick of Patrick Brown, as Sutter goes for a change, and another centerman comes on for him, and that'll be Wahlberg, which means he will be followed shortly by Sergei Tolchinsky, and likewise for Kyle Hagel. Hagel jumps on now, the Checkers in the offensive zone. And so the line change complete for Mark Morris and the Charlotte Checkers. Here's a break down the near side, but going for a change was Riley Brace, giving time and space for Cornell, who made a quick pass. It's intercepted by Azachuk, who will rip it in the Charlotte zone. And here's Chelios going after it, turning to his forehand on the far side. Chopped out to the line, but not out of the zone. Another chance down low, turning with it. Number 26, that being Spencer Azachuk. The defenseman, strike that, the left winger is down the right side. On the point, firing a shot, but missing was Butler. And now we have a fight here. Cornell's gonna go. Cornell's got the gloves off here, folks. And he's throwing a right hand hard. He's going against Suter Vaughn, and they both go down. Vaughn gives Cornell a little tap, a good scrap, pretty quick, but they have a good bout for the fans. Checkers down 2-0, 16:55 to go in the first period. Face off to the right side of Drew McIntyre. The Checkers have it off the draw. Launch the puck. This will be an icing call against them, as they didn't get it to where they intended to, that being the captain in Derek Ryan. So it's been a rough start for Charlotte. But again, very early in the game, lots of hockey left.
And we'd like to welcome the two real estate group and their guests to tonight's game. Enjoy the game.
McIntyre watches from his left side. Chicago wins the draw. First goal scorer, and Veilleux inside the far circle. Poked off his stick and then chipped to center ice. Nice play by Brock McGinn. A battle for it. Boychuk going shoulder to shoulder with Torquato, but it's going to be Chicago marching out to center ice. Now to Veilleux, stick handling over the line, just onside, or is it? No, it was offside. And a stop, although Chicago is arguing the call, but it will be a face-off back to center.
Scooter Vaughn, 5-minute major fighting.
So Scooter Vaughn and Mike Cornell both go 5 for fighting.
5-minute major fighting, 3 minutes.
Checkers down 2-0 in this one. Face off at center, Chicago wins it. One thing you'll hear from Derek Wilkinson in an interview we did earlier today, talk about how Chicago dominated the face-off circle in yesterday's game. And when you do that over time, it'll certainly give you an opportunity to control the play. And they had a big face-off win towards the end of the game, which resulted in a tying goal. Here's a chance, but offside as McGinn made one extra move over the Chicago line. Now a face-off back to center as we have a slow-moving first period. Checkers down 2-0.
And we'd like to thank Bojangles for providing tonight's Bojangles mystery card giveaway.
And let's see what Mark Morris does. He'll put out TJ Hensick with Ethan Warwick and Justin Shug. Chicago wins the face-off. They'll chip the puck down the left wing side. Riley Brayson, the former Charlotte Checker and Carolina Hurricane, Jeremy Welsh. Welsh shoulder to shoulder with Chelios, ran him into the wall. Chelios stays on his feet. The puck is loose in the trapezoid. There's Barbashev. St. Louis second-round draft pick out of Moncton in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, the Moscow Russia native. Ill-advised pass. It'll be played on the far wall now. Just getting his footing is Butler as he'll turn away from the forecheck of Justin Shug. There's Peter Harold trying to get it away from everyone in the white jerseys, but he's hit hard by Shug. Nice hard play there. He comes free to Butler. He wants to chip it down the right side. He's done that to Barbashev. And now Chicago goes for a change as TJ Hensick, who had a big goal in yesterday's game, he actually gave the Checkers a 3-0 lead. A nice pass from Justin Shug. Tries to get it out, but it comes back to the far side. 15:15 to go in the first period. It is a 2-0 lead for Chicago. They have goals in this contest thus far from Veilleux and Caron. And the goals at 32 seconds and 1:40. McIntyre watching the play to his right side. Inside the Charlotte zone. It's chipped out here. Sutter had it knocked off his stick on the far side by Azachuk. The Checkers will recapture it, and here's Ryan Murphy. He'll skate out to center. He'll get over the red line, then chip it in. Nice stick by Woods to make sure that wasn't an icing as Brody Sutter puts a big hit on Richard Nenemel. Sergei Tolchinsky the line. Carrick shot, tumbled end over end as it chopped off a stick. Someone lost their stick. It looks like it is Danny Cristo with no stick in his hand. Now he gets one as the battle in the trapezoid is watching behind him as Lundstrom on his blocker side. Checkers trying to move it out in front. They have it again. It's Sutter using the long reach. Now getting some help. Nice play by Tolchinsky to Carrick. Carrick takes a look, holds, and now floats one of the goal that just went wide as it hit a blade and deflected. Ryan Murphy back at the point. Covering for him is Tolchinsky. Down the right side. Checkers are buzzing here. Now to Woods, then to Carrick. He'll fire. That deflected and went wide. Free again to Sutter. Now turning with it is Woods. Woods on his backhand. Over skates the puck, lost control of it off the dasher. Will get to the line. Is it going to be cleared? Yes, it is. Here's a break the other way. Moving down the near side, Evan Trupp curling, dragging, can't fire it. Good play defensively. Nice job by Ryan Murphy. And the fans appreciate that effort. Here's Boychuk down the right side. Boychuk's in, holds up and fires, and then sent it wide. Checkers are beginning to bring in here. A couple of good shifts they're piling together. And this first line, the top line for Mark Morris had a good shift initially to start the game as Derek Ryan nearly scored about 10 seconds in. Oh, McGinn missed a big hit as it's moved in by Uriah Hayes. Now ahead to Boychuk, just out of his reach. Will the Checkers have a chance to make a change? They will, because they wave off the icing. Chicago now from right to left. They'll chip in the Charlotte zone, but it's going to be Rasmus Wissenen who holds it. And then to the far side, taking a look, want to make a good pass here is Chelios. He'll get it to the far wall. McGinn will get it inside Chicago territory, allowing a full change for the Checkers. They got to be quick though, or will they? No, because Chicago just iced the puck, looking for the stretch pass to Caron. It didn't connect. Off to the right side of Lundstrom. Now to David Wahlberg, who got hit. He's out there with Kyle Hagel and Sergei Tolchinsky. Wahlberg just chopped to the ice. Now he's prone on the ice trying to get back on his feet. It's a dangerous position to be in. He was hit by Peter Harold. The puck is now free in the corner again. Wahlberg has it, staying strong on his feet this time before he's closed off. As the fans are anxious for something to happen here, it's chipped out to center ice, or is it? Nice job by Chelios. Wow, how did he hold that one in? But then it's played up and over the glass. And a stop and play. We'll go to a commercial break. We'll come right back. 12:15 left. Very early in the game. The Checkers are down 2-0. And Chicago has had a couple of good looks at the net so far this game.
The AHL season is here, and AHL Live is your ticket to all the action. AHL Live has every game, including both home and away commentary. Watch live or on demand, full or condensed games. Watch free highlights from around the league. With streaming to your tablet, phone, or computer, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on your PC with Quad View. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. If you want all the action of the AHL, then you need AHL Live. The AHL season.
Section 105, the Gold Stimulate Blitz Camp, the show of muscle.
12:15 to go in this period number 1. The Charlotte Checkers are down by a score of 2-0. 2 early goals by Chicago. Yannick Veilleux scoring 32 seconds in the game and a wrist shot down the right wing side. And then it was Caron on a power play goal at 1:40. So 1 minute and 8 seconds apart, the 2 goals. This game has found its equilibrium about now. I would say that both teams are more trading chances than the Checkers are allowing them. Still down 2-0, however. Hensick will take the draw here. Inside the Chicago zone. Checkers draped in their home whites tonight. Chicago in their road darks. Chelios indirectly to the near side to Justin Shugg. Shugg brought the puck back in his own zone, so it wouldn't have been an offside, but it's no harm done there. It's sent to Werik and now TJ Hensick. Then for Werik, tried to knock one on goal from behind the net. That didn't connect. Werik has it again. Trevor Carrick is pinched in all the way to the near corner. And Justin Shugg back to cover for him on defense. Here come the Wolves. It's Jeremy Welsh. He's got a good release of his shot, but he gives to Barbashev. Barbashev's in. Fired on goal. Good save, McIntyre. Rebound just went wide. Boy, that was close. As McIntyre comes up with his best save of the game. Barbashev moving in. He's down low. Checkers make sure to poke the puck away to the line, but not out of the zone just yet. Trevor Carrick inside the near circle, then to Hensick, and he'll get it to center ice. Checkers want to make a change if they can, and we'll get to the far wall now. Ethan Werik can slow it down. 11-11 to go in the first, and the Checkers down 2-0. Smacked out of the air by Werik, and it finally lands inside Chicago territory. It's dumped in the Checker zone. Carrick getting some foot speed here. Now a sharp angle shot towards McIntyre, never made its way through. Trepp will try the wraparound, comes bouncing back to Boychuk. That was a nice try there by Evan Trupp. We couldn't get it on goal, and Ryan Murphy, recognizing some time and space, he'll take all the room he can on a controlled breakout. Murphy's pass, then to Brock McGinn, now for Derek Ryan. trying to get around the defense. He got spun around as the puck comes loose in the corner. Inside the Chicago zone, Ryan making sure not to take a penalty. There's Boychuk to try to give him some help. Comes back the line, Keegan Lowe can't hold it, and Ryan Murphy regains for Charlotte as the Wolves make a change. We're 20 seconds before the halfway mark of the first period as Brock McGinn sends the puck in. Derek Ryan and Brock McGinn to forecheck. Ryan lets it go around the near side to Boychuk. He played it back to the point and inadvertently cleared it, and McIntyre puts it on a tee and decides to sweep it back to the far defense, which is Keegan Lowe. Ryan Murphy now in the trapezoid. He's got it. Left to right, it's Lowe. Looking to get the red line at least, and he does. But the puck didn't get very deep. Now a second opportunity for the Checkers defense. Ryan Murphy's been out there for a while. He wants to make a change, but he can't quite get to the bench just yet. Here's Woods. He'll march down the far wall, trying to get around the D. Stolen by Harold. Harold is given a good shove by Woods, and it comes out to the near side again, and taking a little room here is Danny Cristo. His pass knocked down by center to Woods. He'll fire. He scores! By Brody Sutter, comes in hard to the forecheck, steals the puck, and Woods goes top shelf and makes it a one-goal game. Woods found some room over the glove. What a release on that one. And Woods gets the goal. It'll be tally number 5 and point number 7 in game number 31 tonight. All right, folks. Well, there's some life in the building, isn't there?
Your Checkers, Team Street goal number 21, Brendan Woods.
Well, with Woods getting that big goal, the Checkers, you know, have an injection of life as Woods gets the tally from Sutter. That play created almost entirely by Brody Sutter coming in hard at the forecheck. That line has been so consistent for the Checkers this season. Both defensively and offensively, a perfect example in the last play. Barbashev inside the Charlotte zone. Now with 8 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first period, the Checkers down 2-1. Chipped off to the near side, and Sutter will knife it out inside the Chicago zone, allowing the Checkers to make a full change. They'll do it right now. Chicago's lead is 2-1. They were down 2-0 with the Checkers. Now only down a single goal as Lindblom fires. That went wide of McIntyre. Scooter Vaughn then to Azachuk. Chelios couldn't steal it. Quick shot that sailed wide of McIntyre on the blocker side. Lindblom steps in, fired. McIntyre got that one up high. It looked like it hit him in the chest protector on the collarbone area. He looks no worse for wear as he makes another good save. Checkers again, now left to right from defense to offense. Shipping in is Hagel. Hagel going after it. Good speed by Hagel in the corner. He got hit there by Schmaltz, getting some help now from Sergei Tolchinsky. Then to Cornell, firing. Good save by Lundstrom off the stick. And it comes launching back out to neutral ice. 8 minutes left to go in the first. The Checkers down 1 goal now as Woods gets a tally to make it a 2-1 game. Coming right back in, long shot, good. Save as it came off quickly off the stick of Hagel as Lundstrom kicked it away with the left pad. Drop from long range, in the glove of McIntyre, he'll hold it. Quick break, we'll come right back.
Aggressive Hydraulics, where we engineer the cylinders that move your business. We specialize in crafting hydraulic cylinders and components with superior precision and performance, making OEM products stronger and creating more opportunities for distributors and repair facilities. Crafting cylinders that operate on a global basis in a wide variety of industries and applications. Get aggressive with your cylinder challenges. Aggressive Hydraulics.
Make sure to get your chuck box. You don't want to miss tonight for the second intermission. Don't miss your chance to win $300.
I'm here with the Taylor family is moving on. Thanks to Penske. Come on, Taylor family. You're going to enjoy the rest of the game closer to the ice. Big thanks to Penske for presenting Moving On Up.
All right, with 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in period number 1.
Hey, Chubb, he's looking for you, Hal. He's looking for you to make some noise.
You knew that coming into the game, after McIntyre has not played in a game, by the way, since late December, that he was going to have to shake off some rust. That's just normal. That's how this works. He'll get in the groove and he'll be just fine. Face off to McIntyre's left side. The Wolves win the face off, fire one on goal, then ricocheted off the stick and now getting in the near corner. Good hit by Keegan Lowe. The line that Mark Morris has sent out is TJ Hensick, centering Ethan Werrick and Justin Shugg. Here is Hensick down the right side, now to Lowe coming in. Backhand shot. Oh, we got a lot on that one, but just missed as it went over the crossbar. Justin Shugg back down low. Now stick handling as Hensick goes cross ice with it. Carrick trying to keep it in, but won't be able to as it bounced off the dasher back to center. Checkers go boards to boards. Shugg now ahead for Hensick. Hensick with room. Hensick fires it! Missed it on the blocker side. Oh, Shugg and Hensick have had some chemistry the last couple of games. Chicago just offside as an extra move by Uriah Hayes sends Chicago inside the offensive zone ahead of the puck. By the way, with that assist tonight, Brody Sutter now has 50 assists in his pro career. So great for Brody Sutter to have that achievement, as he has been one of the best Checkers forwards in the last few weeks, no doubt about that. Inside the Checkers end, first line on for Chicago. It's Cristo and Caron, and Pat Cannone centering. Save. Looked like McIntyre got a piece of the long shot down the far side by Harold, as Boychuk giving chase now, and Harold coming in. And he puts him into the wall, finishing his hit. Chicago will try to clear it out to neutral ice, and they will do it as Caron goes to the boards. Now to Cannone, will hammer it in. So an easy move for the Checkers here to settle it down. They have time and space. Chicago making a change on the fly, of course. Mike Cornell and a backhander now to Brown. And then Brody Sutter with some speed down the right side, and it's stick chopped by Jeremy Welsh, his one-time teammate. Welsh stick handling into traffic, and the Wolves can make it back out to neutral ice. 6:05 to go in the first as they dump it in right now. McIntyre finds it, sweeps to the far side. Nice pass to Patrick Brown, and then for Sutter, and then back for Brown. Now ahead for Brendan Woods, the Checkers goal scorer, dipping the shoulder on Schmaltz. Back for Brown down the far side. Brown left it for the defense of Carrick. Carrick streaks in down the wall, now to the near corner. Nice play to try to get it back to the point, but a good stick to knock it down by Riley Brace. Checkers back at center ice. Here's Carrick swiping at it now for Brown. Has to be careful, that puck is rolling a bit and finally settled in the near corner in the Checker zone for Chicago. But they won't be able to get a shot because of the good play there by Sutter, and he'll send it across now for Keegan Lowe. Here's Brown getting to neutral ice. He knows his team wants to make a change. He'll get the red line and dump it in. Lundstrom will lay the stick down and settle it now for Richard Nenemel. Right back in the Checker zone. McIntyre stops it. Rasmus Rissanen wants it, a controlled breakout. He'll maneuver to Ryan Murphy. Saucers one ahead. Tolchinsky with speed down the off-shooting right side. With 5 minutes left, centers, in front, quick shot, good save by Lundstrom, and the rebound goes wide, and it's going to be a penalty against Chicago for hooking. And when you come back, the Checkers have a man advantage.
In this life, everyone deserves their slice of the pie. Get yours at Pizza Peel and Tap Room. More than just great pizza. Wings, sandwiches, tacos, salads, and of course a great selection of craft beers and wines. And it's the perfect place for you and your friends, you and your family, or just you. Pizza Peel and Tap Room in Cotswold and on Central Avenue. Online at tapandpeel.com. Stop in and get your slice of the pie today.
Stomp, Chomp, and Roll Restaurant Group, Charlotte.
Checkmate for a Day, our annual cheer and dance clinic for kids ages 6 to 14, coming up Saturday, April 2nd. Participants will take part in an all-day clinic to learn a routine that will be performed in-game with the Checkmates that night. Learn more at gocheckers.com/junior checkmates or head to the foundation table tonight.
Immageburg presents your world in color. If you have a sign, hold it up.
Checkers have a man advantage now. And a face-off to the right side of Nicholas Lundstrom. Derek Ryan will take the face-off. Ryan will take the draw to the right of Lundstrom, wins it back for Ryan Murphy. Murphy sends it to Carrick. Power play begins for the Checkers now as Torcado's in the box. Carrick down low. Now to Shug, back for Ryan. Ryan on the half ball on the off shooting left side. As an option to Carrick. He wanted the one-timer, it was in his skates. He'll dish it off to Ryan Murphy. Murphy stands in the half ball, played it down on the near boards. Twisting with it as Brock McGinn. On his backhand, he will get to the far corner. Saucer one to Ryan. Now to Carrick for the one-timer, and that just went wide. Bouncing off the wall. Back for Shug. He tried to go back to the middle of the ice and hoped to get someone there. There was no one in a white jersey, and it's an easy clear for Chicago on the steal. Power play for 1:20. Good setup of the Checkers there, though. Good puck movement. And they had a good chance with Carrick firing it, but there was too much in front. Now to Shug, down the right side. Then to Carrick. Now across.
On the power ball.
Carrick with room. Fires it! Save, and the rebound comes loose. And it's shoveled out now as a good clear by Scooter Vaughn, the former Wolverine. 50 seconds left in the power play. Checkers down 2-1, trying to tie it here in the man advantage. Ryan Murphy down the far wall. Murphy gets it back from Boychuk, who's stationed back in the far point like a defenseman. Sergei Tolchinsky got knocked down. Boychuk has to be careful here as he goes stride for stride with Azachuk. Boychuk trying to tie up his stick and now looks for reinforcements. He'll get it from Ryan Murphy. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Checkers down 2-1. And here they come through center ice, left to right. In the midst of a change is Chelios. He'll stick handle in, driving to the far side of Hensick. Hensick off the wall, didn't get all he wanted on it. Regathers now, stick handled, stolen by Welsh and sent down the ice yet again. And that should about do it here for the power play as they pick it up with only 8 seconds left in the man advantage. Chelios will not waste much time going left to right. He'll break it out now down the far side. Power play over, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Torcado's back on the ice. He'll get back in the D zone quickly. The Checkers will not be able to hold it. It comes out to center, and Chelios will turn and gun it. It hit Torcado, and it's a stop by McIntyre from long range. 2:45 left to go in the first period, and the Checkers are down 2-1, allowing two early, but Brendan Woods struck back and got one. Here's a turnover. Caron is it. He'll fire. Good blocker saved by McIntyre as Caron was looking to go on the short side. This is the first line for Chicago out there. They've been so dangerous now the past couple of games. Christo on the left wall sends it down. Caron on his backhand. They both got goals. Turning with it now, strike that. Actually, it's Veilleux and Caron with a goal. Christo had two last night and the shootout game winner. 2:10 remaining in the first. The battle inside the Charlotte zone. Checkers can't clear it out just yet. Now getting a hold of it is Chelios at the end of a long shift. Smartly getting the red line and getting it deep. Nice play by the former Wolf. Under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Checkers down 2-1, but they've been giving a lot more pressure against Chicago in the last couple of minutes than they had been in the first half of the first period. Brody Sutter along with Patrick Brown, Brendan Woods. That's the line for Mark Morris now. On defense, Mike Cornell and Rasmus Rissanen. As we have 1:35 Chicago from right to left. They'll get out to center. Now they'll fire it in. McIntyre directing traffic. Wahlberg back for Rissanen. Going to go back for Wahlberg, but it's taken on the point here. Peter Harold fakes, has some room down the right side. He'll skate, leave it back now for the one-timer that went wide. Scooping that shot up quickly was Torcado. The Checkers clear it out. Now they have it at center ice. Sent in by Wahlberg. Can't send it to Woods in time as he'll stay on the forecheck, but he needs to come off for a change as his line is off the ice now completely. And so we have Tolchinsky and Hagel centered by Wahlberg, and now 1 minute to go.
Remaining in the period, 1 minute.
2-1 lead. That's Chicago with the advantage. Scoring first was Veilleux, then Caron, 32 seconds, and then 1:40. The Checkers struck back with a goal by Brendan Woods on a nice play by Brody Sutter with a primary assist on that one. Turnover at center ice to Ryan Murphy. Coming in. There's a penalty coming as well, and it's going to be called against Chicago. And the Checkers have another man advantage now, 37 seconds left in this first period.
The Checkers would like to welcome all our Girl Scout troops that are here tonight. And be sure to look for the Girl Scouts to be back out with us for Pink in the Ring night with their cookies here for sale.
Who's the loudest Girl Scout troop in the building?
Well, the Checkers are being told to get back on the ice. They wanted a quick meeting there with Mark Morris. That appears to be over. Now a face-off will come to the left side of the goaltender, Nicholas Lundstrom. Ryan to take the face-off. Against Welsh, Ryan wins it. Scoops it back for Ryan Murphy. On the shooting right side, sends it across. Carrick winds it, fires, he scores! That didn't take very long, did it? A face-off win by Ryan. And then Ryan Murphy sends it across to Carrick, and he fires one in past the glove of Lundstrom in a 2-2 game. With 30.1 to go in the first period. So the 2-0 deficit has been erased.
Shoots! Your Checkers Powerball power play goal.
Derek Ryan coming right back in. Dropped it for Ryan Murphy. Fires a one-timer. That was blocked.
Ryan Murphy, along with number 10, Derek Ryan.
Derek Ryan, the secondary assist. Ryan Murphy, the primary assist. And the goal by Trevor Carrick, who continues to play so well for the Charlotte Checkers. And that'll do it. 0-0 on the clock. The first period is over. Well, you got to think, considering what the Checkers were feeling about 5 minutes into the game, they certainly don't feel now. They have erased a 2-0 deficit and now stand at 2-2 in front of a very good crowd here inside Bojangles Coliseum. We'll go to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have a whole bunch more here. Highlights of the previous game, interview with Mark Morris. And by the way, later on in the game, a phenomenal interview with Jared Nightingale. Jared Nightingale, the former captain of the Charlotte Checkers in the ECHL. We talked to him before the game. What a great man. We'll come right back after this.
Okay, remember, sweetie, Stacy's coming over tonight to babysit.
Stacy? But Mom, I want Beth. She always brings a Bojangles big bow box.
Hey, what's all the fuss about in here?
Your son isn't happy that Stacy's babysitting tonight.
Stacy? But Beth always brings a big bow box.
Yeah.
Fine. Beth it is.
Grab a Bojangles Big Bow Box and feed the whole group with chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. Bojangles, it's bow time.
A better network, as explained by backup quarterback Luke McCown.
Verizon has backup generators for most of their towers, so they're ready if the power ever goes down. I wonder why they save those backups and not just put them in the regular rotation. I bet if they just had the chance, some of those backups would really shine.
No matter what happens, a reliable network has your back.
Emily, come eat your cereal.
I can't. We're out of milk.
Already? I just bought a gallon yesterday. Okay, well, I'll go pick up some Bojangles breakfast biscuits again.
Cajun filet, please.
Emily, have you been pouring out the milk so we can get Bojangles every morning?
Yeah.
I thought so. Good work, kiddo.
Head to Bojangles for a tender, perfectly seasoned Cajun filet biscuit. Bojangles, it's bow time.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your security system, lock your doors, adjust your thermostat, and access video, all from your mobile device. While the Charlotte Checkers are protecting the ice, let CPI protect your home. Call 800-CPI-7191 for a special offer on a complete InTouch security system, or visit CPISecurity.com. CPI Security, official security and home automation company of the Charlotte Checkers. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
ESPN 730 is Charlotte's sports information source. Start your day with Mike and Mike from 6 to 10, and here's some of the best in sports talk. From noon to 3, it's Carolina Panthers former general manager Marty Herney and Lanny Ford with Inside the Lines. You'll hear great national guests with a local spin. ESPN 730 is Charlotte's sports information source. Make it yours. And, oh yes, go Checkers!
Hi, this is Stacy Sims. I'm back, and I want to introduce you to Dr. Richard Roll Jr. of Roll Oral and Facial Surgery. Dr. Roll, tell me a little bit, if you could, about what you do for TMJ. That can be such a painful problem for people.
Yeah, a lot of people that experience TMJ, but we all have it. In terms of TMJ arthralgia or pain associated with that, multiple things can contribute to that. So there's multiple ways to treat it, everything from conservative methods all the way to more invasive surgical intervention. So typically I'll start on the conservative side depending on the nature of the individual patient and their symptoms, but usually we kind of just go down the whole sequence to see if we can manage things non-surgically before we start going into the surgical realm.
And that's important because I know most of the times you want to avoid surgery if you can.
If I can help a patient without going down those paths, that's what I try to do.
And Dr. Roll is the official oral surgeon of the Charlotte Hornets. To learn more about Dr. Roll and his team, go to rolloralandfacialsurgery.com. That's roll with an E at the end, rolloralandfacialsurgery.com.
A snowy and icy Charlotte, North Carolina last night. The Charlotte Checkers battled the Chicago Wolves in a game that was technically closed to the public, so there was a limited crowd here as the Checkers fall in a shootout by a 4-3 score. The disappointment, however, was still the same. The Checkers had a 3-0 lead in the game, but saw it dissipate, especially in the last seconds of the third period, in which the game was tied by Danny Cristo. We'll get to the highlights now. Let's start you off in the first period. The Checkers get a goal on the power play. It was Zach Boychuk's 7th of the year from Eric Carlson and Brock McGinn at 12:06, and this put the Checkers up 1-0 on a nice shot by Boychuk. So there's McGinn to the corner, the near side. McGinn going after in his forehand. He gets smashed into the wall. He's trying to get the puck free. Chelios chips to the line where Boychuk is there now. The forward back there like a defenseman. Brock McGinn back down low now. Boychuk top of the far circle. He'll fire. He scores! Rising shot over the glove side. And it's a 1-0 lead and a power play goal. Well, Boychuk didn't waste much time, did he? Just turned and fired it under the bar, over the glove, and a lovely power play goal puts the Checkers up 1-0. 12:06 the time of the goal, and it should be Boychuk's, and it will be his 7th of the year and his 20th point in game number 39. Going in the second period, the Checkers would continue their offense. Patrick Brown took a nice pass from Brennan Woods, a 2-on-1 transition play for Charlotte, and at 15:24 it became a 2-0 lead for the Checkers. Back for Butler, tries to fire it and does off a stick, and it went high over the crossbar. Picked up in the wraparound chance by Caron, didn't connect, and it's the Checkers have Woods going with Brown. 2-on-1, here's Woods with it, he holds, spinners, scores! What a setup, Patrick Brown on the 2-on-1. No mistake made by Brown on the perfect pass by Woods. It's 2-0. This was a quick transition play by Charlotte. From right to left they worked as they attacked the points. Woods streaked down the right side. Brown got in shooting position on the left side. He's a right shot, hammered it right away, and there was nothing Conley could do. The Checkers extended their lead even more, and later in the second period, TJ Hensick gets his 6th of the year from Justin Shug and Brock McGinn. Hensick flying down the right wing side beats Phoenix Copley to the blocker side. This gave the Checkers what they thought was a comfortable 3-0 lead. As the Checkers look to break it out with 80 seconds to go in the second. Brock McGinn to center ice to Justin Shug. He's got to help down the far wall. Here's a chance coming in, fires the shot, scores! Hensick! Perfect shot, past the blocker, sighted in. And the Checkers have a 3-0 lead. That's a great play at center ice by Justin Shuck to recognize he had Hensick going with speed. Chicago began the third period on the power play and would get a goal early from Jordan Caron at 56 seconds. They would follow up with another goal at 7:33. Danny Cristo would score his 11th of the year, and Cristo would do damage with only 6 seconds left in the contest. He would tie the game 3-3 as Chicago had their goaltender pulled in a 6-on-5. Turning with it now back in the corner, and over skating and unable to grab that was Welsh, but now Caron turning. He's got it. Sent it to the half ball, the far side to Canone. 10 seconds left on the point. Send it over for the one-timer. Loose puck. They score. Cristo ties the game with 5.4 left. And it's a 3-3 game as Cristo gets goal number 2 on the night. And so we entered overtime in a 3-3 game. The Checkers would have a 2-minute power play as a result of Chris Butler's slashing penalty, but were unable to find the back of the net in the 4-on-3 advantage, and so we'd go to a shootout. Unfortunately, the Checkers could not get goals. They would get TJ Hensick, Justin Shuck, and Derek Ryan up, but all three would not be able to tally. Ivan Barbashev was stopped by Rasmus Tiernan, but the game winner was scored by Danny Cristo. Let's take you to the last couple of shooters there where Cristo scores and Ryan had a tie but wasn't able to. So, Danny Cristo, who's had the hot hand all night, and 2 goals tonight, he'll try to score in the shootout. Cristo's a right shot, down the right side, is in, fires and scores! He beats Tiernan between the legs, and that means Derek Ryan has to score.
Shooting third for your Charlotte Checkers, number 10, Derek Ryan.
Ryan has to score to keep this thing alive. Ryan will go right down the middle. The captain is in. He must score to keep the game going. Stopped by Lundstrom, it's over, and the Checkers lose the game 4-3 on a comeback by the Wolves. An unfortunate loss for the Charlotte Checkers. They do get a point in the contest. They were 1 for 3 in the man advantage. Chicago was 0 for 4. Phoenix Copley was pulled after the goal by TJ Hensick. He would stop 17 of 20 as Nicklas Lundstrom was perfect, 11 for 11 coming in relief, getting the victory. The Checkers were able to outshoot Chicago 31-28, but unfortunately a 4-3 decision in favor of Chicago. Stars of the game last night, the number 1 star was Danny Cristo, 2 goals, including the game winner in the shootout. TJ Hensick would take star number 2 for Charlotte, and Brock McGinn would take a 3rd star in the contest. And we'll have much more coming up right here inside Bojangles in what is still a snowy Charlotte, North Carolina, but much warmer. We're live on ESPN 730, and the Checkers looking for redemption against Chicago. Joined by Senior Vice President of Hockey Operations for the Charlotte Checkers, Mr. Derek Wilkinson. Wilkie, if you could talk to us about the last game, and the Checkers had a 3-0 lead. Unfortunately, a last-second goal there by Chicago, a good bounce for them. They win the game in a shootout. In spite of the fact there weren't very many people here, I thought it was a pretty competitive game, though.
Yeah, it was a really good game. I know, our guys, we had a little bit of break, and I thought we came out and played pretty well for the first period. And obviously, for both teams, it's a little different with the weather conditions and their travel in, and the fact that the game was closed to the public. So it was a little different for everybody. But I thought both teams played pretty sound hockey, and we capitalized on a couple of our plays for 2 periods and got up 3-0. And they got that goal right at the end of the tail end of that power play there to start the 3rd period, and it kind of gave them life. And for whatever reason, we just couldn't get going emotionally, and they started to win the little one-on-one battles in the corners and in front of the net, and the tide turned. And I thought we had a couple of chances to score and maybe put the game away, but we couldn't find that 4th goal. And then when you roll the dice at the end there, they did a nice job winning a face-off. They dominated the face-offs all night on us, and like you said, it was just a bounce off of Rissanen's foot right on the guy's tape and in the net. So I think disappointed we didn't get the 2 points, but you get the 1 point and then you move along.
You played the game yourself many years ago, but how hard is it to try to retrieve momentum that's lost? Because it seemed like once Chicago got rolling in the 3rd, the Checkers barely had the puck.
Yeah, I mean, it was one thing. It's very difficult to do, and the one thing about their team is they are a veteran team, and they smelt that they had that opportunity to keep going, and it's tough. You need great goaltending, and that's when your veteran guys need to step up and just make some plays. And it's little things. It's winning faceoffs. It's getting control of the puck again. and going back after it. And for whatever reason, through 40, I thought we had that. In that last 20, they just didn't let up. So it's a very difficult thing to get back once you lose, but once you lose it. But I think it's a good growing experience for our team.
Your thoughts on Rasmus Tiranen?
I thought he played solid. He's been spot duty here the last couple of weeks, and he's always responded. He had a great game in Ontario, great game against, I thought, Grand Rapids. And then, he comes in last night. Chicago's been a team that's had our number all year, and I thought he played a real sound, solid game. I think the second goal, the wraparound goal, I think he'd like to have back. But other than that, I thought he played real well.
Okay, not only did you play, but you're a former goalie. Drew McIntyre hasn't played in weeks. Obviously, practicing is not the same as playing, but he is on the ice. He's playing today. There's got to be a tremendous amount of pressure. Or do you think a veteran like that just kind of goes in and does his job?
Well, that's the one thing we've been focusing on with him, just to stay within himself and keep it simple. And I think Drew's he's a great professional. He really takes everything he does very serious. So I know he'll feel pressure, just the simple fact that Tiernan's played well, and then Danny Altshuler came in and just stood on his head. So I think Mac probably feels like, geez, he's got to take that net back, but it's not going to happen all at once. He's got to have a good first period, get that first save under his belt, and just build from there. And we need him. We need him to be the player he can be. There's lots of hockey down the stretch here, and we need him to get back to where he needs to get to. So hopefully tonight he'll have a good mental attitude, do the little things right, get us a win, and then build from there.
Okay, two more questions. Last one about hockey, though. Derek Ryan, what are your thoughts on him recently? It seems like the production's kind of tailed off.
It really has. I think Mark's trying to find those top two lines. Between Ryan and Henzik centering those top two lines, and then just the plethora of wingers. Shug was doing really well with Ryan for a while, then they fell off, and we've had Warwick up there, we've had Carlson in there, you've had Di Giuseppe when he was for a couple of games, McGinn. I think he's just juggling it up. So I think tonight you're going to see Boychuk maybe move up to that line and see with Ryan and see if that can't spark him a little bit. So it's been tough. He has fallen off a little bit, but he's a competitor. He works every night. It's certainly not an effort thing. It's just a matter of finding some chemistry with some of the guys up front and help him out.
All right, about the Checkers organization. Last night was a strange night. They had people doing jobs that they never probably conceived of doing. I think Jamie Black, Tara's husband, was running the switcher and the director's chair. Adam was in the control room. Tara was running a penalty box. But Eric Bridenstine became stickly for the game as well as the other things he was trying to do. That's pretty cool that the team kind of rallied together in an unusual circumstance.
Well, yeah, we also had some people out sick, some people that couldn't make the game either on our own staff. So I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun to do. But I miss the kind of team we have. I think right from from Michael Kahn down, nobody's afraid to do stuff. So there's a transition to go from Time Warner over to this building in the summer, and all the different things and all the responsibilities people ended up having without having any knowledge that was in their job description, game plan. People just pull together, and when you have a group that has a lot of fun with it, I think makes it a lot easier. And last night was no different. And, we also have to credit Chicago too. They were very flexible with different things as well. They were a real professional group, and everybody ended up pulling it off. But it was real neat to see our team do that, and mainly everybody get here safe and get home safe, because it was quite an event.
Thanks for doing this. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, you too.
Hey, forget about Uber. You need to ride Rose. That's right. It is the alternative you can trust. Download the Ride Rose app now on your smartphone. Get rides at the click of a button from drivers who are insured and drug tested.
And here's the best part. Ride Rose is competitively priced. Economical, convenient, safe. Get the Ride Rose app right now and discover a local answer to Uber ride sharing from a company that's been driving the Charlotte streets for 30 years. Get the Ride Rose app now by searching Ride Rose, one word.
Hello and welcome back to Lucky or Not. It's time to hit the phone lines. First caller?
Hi, yes. I have a 4-leaf clover. Is that lucky?
Well, actually, a 4-leaf clover is simply recessive genes, similar to male pattern baldness. Who's up next?
Hi. I have a rabbit's foot.
Well, according to folklore, the rabbit is lucky, not the foot.
Well, I got the whole
Next.
rabbit.
Hello there. I have a new Platinum 7 scratch-off ticket. Is that...
Oh, a 7 scratch-off? Oh, lady, that's lucky. Nothing luckier than a 7. cherish this moment as much as I am.
Having the power of sevens on your side is all the luck you need. Introducing the Sevens Scratch-Off games from the North Carolina Education Lottery with 4 new tickets to play and top prizes up to $1 million.
Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, are 1 in 3.47 to 4.92. Approximate odds to win a top prize range from 1 in 960,000 to 1.5 million. $1 million annuity top prize with lump sum cash value of $600,000. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Well, we're pretty much where we started. It's an even game. It's 2-2. In the first period, the Checkers outshot Chicago 9-8. Both teams had a power play goal. Chicago was 1 for 1.
It's time now. Get up for the Bull Kenna Checkers Joke. Get it energized in here.
And Charlotte is 1 for 2.
On your feet, make some noise.
There is a carryover power play to begin the second period. Evan Trump's penalty in 1923 means the Checkers can work the man advantage to begin on a fresh sheet of ice. Or can they? Well, I must be reading it wrong. No, we're playing 5-on-5. All right, so I've read the sheet wrong. The Checkers had a power play goal at the very end, which killed off the remainder of that power play. Yes, that only happened 15 minutes ago, and my brain doesn't work. All right, with a stop and play, 13 seconds. The game puck goes up and over inside the penalty box, and a face-off will take place on the Wolves side of the red line. The near face-off done. Trevor Carrick's goal at 19:29, 6 seconds after the power play. End of that man advantage. Help me. Derek Ryan, Brock McGinn, and Boychuk. And I think this trio has looked very, very good in this game tonight. They've had several great chances as well, as we're 20 seconds to the period. As a save by Lundstrom, but a big rebound off his chest protector. He hasn't played many games, so you know that he's trying to get used to the speed as Cristo fires one. Good save by McIntyre, and a rebound gets all the way to the far point. Oh, falling down heavily was Lindholm and Boychuk. It's kept by Cristo, and he'll get it out to the near side to Azachuk. Cristo one-timer. That hit on the way to the goal. That hit off a stick, ramped up and off the meshing, and out of play. That was close. A good setup by Chicago on a big collision along the far wall. Off to the right side of McIntyre. The Wolves win the draw. Butler on the point sends it now to Uriah Hayes. Hayes fired it, was blocked off a leg, and then comes to the near corner. Handled by Torquato, fired through the crease. Back to Butler, who winds and fired. That one missed McIntyre on the glove side. Now it gets to the far side. It'll be Justin Schutt, who's out there with Ethan Werrick, and they're centered by TJ Hensick. As we continue play here inside period number 2. Werrick was looking for the pass just out of his reach, stolen by Peter Harold. Harold then gave it up to TJ Hensick. And so now Carrick around the boards to Werrick on his forehand. On the right wing side, played in his backhand, now to Hensick. He'll right up the wall, hoping to chip it off to someone in a white jersey. He's done that, getting to Carrick. He's in, he fires the shot. Big save and a rebound. Came right down the middle between the circles, and no one in a white jersey taking advantage. Here's Werrick. He will, though. He'll turn with it now. Now a pass to Carrick. He'll fire, and that hit a body in front. Checkers are buzzing as Brody Sutter fires one, and it will be held by Lundstrom. Oh, man. Good start, and not happy themselves. He smashed a stick on the ice. On the way to the Chicago bench was Yannick Veilleux. .15 to go, second period. Two-two game, face-off inside Chicago's territory. Brody Sutter with Woods and Patrick Brown. Cornell played on the line, but he had to actually move it out to center and then He just chucked it back in the Chicago zone smartly. Didn't want to turn it over on the blue line. Chelios in front of the Chicago bench. Try to go back the other way, but eventually finding its way now inside the Checkers end with 17:50 left in the second period. 2-2 game. Held on by Riley Brace. Indirectly back to the point. Fanning on the pass was Ninamel. It comes loose. Woods wants it. The pass just missing him, and it's an icing call. Face off to McIntyre's left. Point shot coming. Swallow that one. No rebound. 17:33 to go in the second period. It slowed down just a bit.
Welcome the groups on the video board who attend tonight. Thanks for spending your night here with us at a Charlotte Checkers game brought to you by Enzo Asian Bistro.
Face off will go to the left side of McIntyre. Checkers holding a face-off in the defensive zone as they win the draw. Keegan Lowe trying to catch up to it, though, as he played it too far ahead for himself, and it's going to be turned over now to Scooter Vaughn. Quick one-timer. Oh, that just grazed the right arm of McIntyre, and a nice setup by the Wolves as Tolchinski now grabs a hold on the far side back to the defense of Keegan Lowe. He's got an outlet in Trevor Carrick. He'll give it to him. Carrick with one of the 2 goals to the Checkers tonight in this game, along with the goal by Brendan Woods. And that is why the Checkers are in a 2-2 game. They started off pretty much down 2-0. We're 3 minutes in the second period. Carrick wanted to go cross ice with it. The puck hopped on him. Look out here. Give it away to Canone. He'll fire, missing on the blocker side. And the rebound just goes wide of McIntyre. Pressure as a result of a turnover. It's Canone down the right wall again. Then to Peter Harold. The defenseman is crunched into the wall, and the good hit laid on by Hagel. Tolchinski gave it up. Danny Cristo center. Karan is in. He'll fire. Good save by McIntyre. As McIntyre has come up with a few nice saves here. Karan back to the point, and it's Harold again. He'll roll it off the wall. Getting to Cristo, and it hop over his stick. And so Canone will recover now back for the point. Long shift in the Checker zone. This fourth line out there for Charlotte needs to get the puck out and get a change if they can. Hagel holds up his man. Here's Lowe. He'll rush down the near wall. Lowe with room and lets his team make a change. He gets the puck in the corner and takes a big hit for his trouble. Then a big hit the other way. Nicely done. Is laying a shoulder in the far side on a good hit there was Boychuk. And another one to Harold as he stands up. Boychuk turns and fires it and out the other way. Here's the captain, Derek Ryan, stick handling into Boychuk. Then for Rissanen, fire his shot, the deflected wide off the stick. 15:35 to go. Second period, and a regroup by Charlotte out of their own zone. Right to left, they'll move it. Here's Derek Ryan, stick handling. Lost it to Cristo. Now firing in the Checker zone is Torcano, and stopping it is Drew McIntyre. Then to Rissanen. Rissanen flushed out of the trapezoid and lost control of the puck. He toppled over. Chance in front of McIntyre, and they score! On a turnover, and it gets the far side, and a giveaway in the Checker zone, a 3-2 lead. Well, an unfortunate bounce of the Checkers. Just couldn't find the way to move the puck out of the defensive zone. And a point-blank chance on McIntyre. And a no-look backhander by Tucano, and it goes in. The time of the goal should be 4:46. And on that tally, it is Tucano's second goal, his third point, and this his 11th game this season. Well, with 15:04 to go, the Checkers have iced the puck, and now a face-off back in their own end.
4 minutes, 46 seconds of the second period.
Face-off won by Charlotte out of their own zone. Trying to maneuver the puck down the far side is Mike Cornell. An open Justin Shuck got a piece of the puck, but he was not past the red line. And as a result of the icing, and Shuck is arguing that he beat his man past the dot, but they're not going to buy it. They're going to make a face-off go back in the checker zone.
Check it out, Chuck. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the front? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like it never stop? Can you bring it to the top?
McIntyre watching from his right side. DJ Hensick now to Justin Shuck. He'll travel down the right side in front of the Chicago bench. Delivers to Ethan Warwick from long range, firing, save. Rebound comes loose. Lundstrom stopped that one too. .14:31 to go in the second period. Checkers down 3-2. Chicago thus far in this game has had a theme of scoring early in the periods. Early in the first, a couple, now early in the second. Stepping in his barbershop, he'll settle, ramped off a stick, and Jeremy Welsh goes awkwardly into the far boards as Cornell fell on top of him. Here's a shot towards McIntyre, hit the crossbar! A shot that grazed the crossbar and now held on by Welsh again. Playing back to Peter Harold, handles the puck well, sent it back to the corner on the far side. Now stolen by Shuck. He's got a man going. The pass out of Warwick's reach. He's also at the end of his shift as Ethan Warwick. He'll go to the bench for a change. 13:51 remaining. Second period. Down 3-2. Brody Sutter gets the puck deep. But the Wolves will recapture it. Peter Harold over the red line. Down the near side. Dropped it back. Vaughn fires it. And that went rising over the crossbar, hit the glass, and now a break the other way. Woods behind the defense. Woods has it. Oh, he just can't handle it in time. Woods will go back in the corner, retrieve it. Woods circling, now left it for the defense, and a takedown. There's no call. As chopped to the ice was Ryan Murphy, and play goes on with 13:18 to go in the second period. Checkers down 3-2. On the line, Carrick will send it to Ryan Murphy, who has to turn back in his own end, and now for Woods, the indirect pass gets to him. He'll step in over the right wing side, send it down low. Lundstrom swats it to the far side, but it's kept in. Nice hold by Brock McGinn. He'll fire, and that went wide of Lundstrom. Comes bouncing off the backboards. Carrick will fire, and a save, and it will be held with 12:50 remaining in the second period. It'll be a 3-2 lead as we go to another break, and the Checkers down by 1.
It was a power play goal from Trevor.
Bud Light and NFL fans, this is the tale of Wayne Tupperhill, the man who spent the '97 Panthers season calculating the perfect Bud Light to ice to cooler size ratio, who once knocked over a priceless marble bust to save a falling Bud Light. But there are many legends like Wayne, and Bud Light's rewarding them with experiences like an ultimate NFL weekend. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Ultimate NFL experience open to U.S. residents 21 plus. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/14. See upforwhatever.com for details. Void where prohibited. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Give us our way. We want breakfast all day.
What are you guys protesting?
This restaurant stopped serving breakfast at 10 a.m. It's a violation of our first meal freedoms. Yeah.
Why not just go to Bojangles? They serve their breakfast biscuits all day.
Wait, really?
Don't make us beg. Serve us eggs.
It's over, Dennis. Put down the sign.
Okay.
At Bojangles, we've always served breakfast all day. Come in for a Cajun filet biscuit today. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
Off inside the Chicago zone with 12:45 left. Chance going for McGinn. It's going to be a penalty here. He was hooked before he could get a one-timer away, and a stop now as a result of a penalty against the Wolves, and going to the box will be Caron, and so the Checkers have a chance to work the man advantage. They have a power play goal in this game. they're 1 for 2. Checkers find a way to tie the game. They're down 3-2 with 12:43 to go in the second. And a face-off now to the left side of Lundstrom. Checkers with a draw. Here's Carrick. He's got the hot hand tonight, it seems like, anyways. Ryan Murphy swings it across for Derek Ryan. He'll play it down low. It's McGinn skate the stick. Mishandled, but he got it back to the point. Now Ryan Murphy. Then to Carrick. Winding, doesn't fire. Cross-ice pass. Here's the shot. Scores! Brock McGinn! Another power play goal. It's a tie game. Great vision by Carrick to see McGinn on the right wing side. And McGinn rifled it. And he certainly had some room over the blocker side and took it. Second power play. Second power play goal for the Checkers. As they have been great on the man advantage. McGinn now has 11 goals in the season, second best in the team. Pretty good. Well, a 3-3 game as we go back and forth in this game.
Number 7, Brock McGinn.
We're 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from the halfway mark. A steal at center ice by Charlotte. Moving in is Patrick Brown. Brown has it, lost it though. And he tripped up Canone, but no call. Checkers still having the offensive zone. They send it around the boards to the near side. It's Lindholm taking a big hit from Woods. Boy, he's done everything. Hey, Woods has scored a goal, thrown some good hits as well. This line has been terrific. And he's certainly a big part of it as Woods goes after it again in the corner. Brown on his backhand, sent it to the point. Rissanen fired, that was knocked down, comes free and nearly. Brody Sutter had a shot away. He has it again on the far side. Sutter's in, down low, on the goal line circling. Tries a wraparound, fires it, and a save by Lundstrom. Nice play there by Sutter. He nearly had some space. It comes back the other way for Christo. He'll hold up. Christo down the right wing side. His stick was lifted, and now he held up Chelios. Penalty coming against the Wolves. Hensick holds. He'll fire, and Lundstrom with a good save. And the Checkers nearly took the lead at the delayed call. Well, I guess Chicago will be told by their head coach at some point the Checkers power play has been red hot. The one thing you can't do is take too many penalties against the Checkers, who already have 2 power play goals, now looking for a third. They have not led in this game. They'll try now, though. 11:08 to go. Here's a chance for Boychuk. He'll fire. He grazed the outside of the net. Penalty to Christo for hooking against Chelios. And so Boychuk cross ice again. Now back to point. Taking the shot was Chelios on the right wing side. Stick handling. Now to Werik and then across for Boychuk. On the near side, mishandled the pass. And the puck comes squirting out the line, and now it's out to center ice. Recapturing was Azachuk. He'll send it down low. Checkers power play breakout with 1:25 to go on the man advantage in a 3-3 game. 10:35 to go in the second period. Here they come again. Marching down the far wall, stepping in is Boychuk. He'll play it off the wall to the near side. Grabbing a hold of it is TJ Hensick. On the left side, played it down low to Werik. He'll circle the net. Ethan Werik now on the right side, tapping his stick, wanting the puck, and grabbing it is Boychuk now to Chelios. Chelios went back for Hensick. Stolen by Harold, but recaptured again by Tolchinski. And it's swatted over, however, for Butler, and he'll make no mistake down the ice. All perimeter passing by the Checkers on that try. Power play for 45 more seconds. Here come the Checkers right to left. 3-3 game. We're 10 seconds past the halfway mark of the second period. And we're all locked up at 3-3. 30 seconds left to go on the power play now. Checkers power play breakout, Carrick. Now for Ryan Murphy. Murphy, then to Ryan, they're offside. Power play will be over in 10 seconds. Justin Shugg is in. Dropped it back for Ryan Murphy. Power play over in 5 seconds. Murphy with it again. Sends it across. Carrick on the half ball on the right wing side. Stick handles. Back for Murphy. One-timer. And a save by Lundstrom off the left pad. 5-on-5 as the puck escapes to the line but not out. Battling for it is McGinn. And now Carrick on the off shooting right side has it. Then for Derek Ryan. Stolen by Caron. He'll knife it to center ice where it's turning. Turning with it now is Ryan Murphy. Looks up ahead to Brock McGinn. Didn't get the puck deep. Comes back the other way. Pat Cannone steps in now across. Bayou from long range. Stopped by McIntyre. He'll jump on that puck and get a whistle. And with 8:42 to go, a 3-3 game will come right back after this short break.
Hey, your head stroke.
Community Blood Center of the Carolinas knows at least 2 ways to give blood. One is to get out there on the ice with the Charlotte Checkers. Of course, that's the hard way. So if you're more of a hockey spectator, you can give blood the easy way by stopping by at any CBCC mobile drive or donor centers. You'll be saving the lives of your own neighbors because every drop stays right here in our community. For more info, visit our website at cbcc.us. That's cbcc.us for Community Blood Center of the Carolinas.
I've been thinking about going to cooking school next summer, so I had a conversation with a Wells Fargo banker about ways to make it work.
Have you heard about My Money Map? It's an online tool that lets you see where all your money goes.
I quickly realized where I could cut back to get myself on a path toward my goal. So I can still do my research in French restaurants?
Yes, just not in France.
Come to Wells Fargo and discuss ways to achieve your goals. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more capital.
It's a 3-3 game. Checkers have been down by 2, down by 1, fought their way back. They have not led in this game, though. Plenty of time to do that with 8:42 to go in the second. McIntyre watching from his right side. Wahlberg will take the draw against Staccato, who has a goal for Chicago in this game. Face-off won by him, and he fired it back, hoping for the one-timer, and that was going to be a penalty. This penalty is going to go against the Checkers. It's going to be a tripping call. I believe Rissanen is the one who's the guilty party. Yeah, he is. Well, the Checkers assist the penalty. Rasmus Rissanen will be called for tripping. Now a man advantage for Chicago. Already a power play goal, looking to go back up a goal again. Cannone stepped in, sent it back down low. Playing it to the point, Schmaltz. Now across. Shot coming, scores! Power play goal, and it's struck by Christo, who's been red hot against the Charlotte Checkers the past couple of nights. Well, all right, the Checkers down a goal again. This shot, it was a bit of traffic in front of McIntyre as he got beat high in the glove side. Four goals against now in 15 shots as McIntyre watches the face-off at center ice.
Chicago Wolves power play goal to number 29, Danny Cristo. Give the assist to number 24, Jordan Schmaltz.
So Schmaltz has an assist, as well as Pat Cannone. 11:44 the time of the goal, as Cristo is now tally number 13, point number 23. In this game, number 35, he's been very, very good against the Checkers, hasn't he? Originally drafted by Montreal back in the second round in 2008, out of the University of North Dakota. Peter Harold circling the net in the near corner, inside the Charlotte zone. McIntyre watching with his blocker side, now back at the point. Torquato is stationed back there. He fired off the outside of the net, and McIntyre will melt the puck down with 7:35 and get a face-off to his left. In our first kind of scrum of the game here.
We'd like to welcome Brave Chef and their guests to tonight's game. Please check out the survivor-led organization as they help inspire men and women impacted by sexual abuse.
Face-off won by Chicago. McIntyre watching from his left side. Barbashev fired. Fights off that one. Now the rebound comes loose to Brody Sutter. It's been one of the best Checkers lines. Checkers in this game. Big hit on Keegan Lowe. The puck is loose. Harold tries a backhander. Gave it up to Lowe again. Lowe got taken down, and Woods comes in to take the puck. Now back to point. Sutter back there to cover. He'll fire. Kicked away. And a big rebound. There's a penalty coming. It's a penalty coming. I believe it's going to go against Chicago, and is what is becoming a penalty-filled second period. Checkers in another power play here, folks. This has been their bread and butter, hasn't it? Can they get another power play goal? Puck squirts free back to the far point. Ryan Murphy has it, fakes, now he fires it off the tip of the glove of Lundstrom. He got a piece of that one. Back to Murphy. He's firing with confidence in this game. Murphy, and then for Trevor Carrick. Winds and fires and missing on the glove side. Missile silos everywhere. The Checkers firing pucks, and they're trying to get something to tie this game. They're down 4-3. Power play for a minute and 35 more. Justin Shugg stepping in. Inside the near circle, back for Carrick. Carrick sends it across, and now Ryan Murphy. Pass for Carrick, waiting, now to Shugg for the one-timer. That was blocked, got his own rebound. Shugg down low. Now Ryan mishandled it, swatted away by Lundstrom. The puck is still free, and it's Brock McGinn who comes away. He's got a power play goal in this game. Justin Shugg now back for McGinn again. Cross ice, quick shot, in front, good save, as Murphy went tumbling down. Justin Shugg back for Ryan Murphy, who's back up. Murphy steps in, now for Carrick, holding, waiting, firing it, and blocking it with Scooter Vaughn, and rifling it down the ice. 6 minutes left the second period. Checkers down 4-3. Power play breakout for 49 seconds. Here they go. Boards to boards against the Boychuk. Skate the stick, had to play it back though, and the Checkers have to settle now in a static position. They can bring it in. Not ideal in the power play. As a result, they lose the puck, and Petteri Lindbohm all the way down the ice. McIntyre stops it, gets it away from the forecheck, wanted it to the far side, but again hammered in by Chicago, and a puck just bounced wide of McIntyre. It would not have counted because it would have been offside anyways. 5:31 to go, second period.
Hey, who's the loudest Girl Scout in the building?
And the face-off here, won by Charlotte. Power play for 20 seconds more. Here they come now, Boychuk. Then Tolchinsky. Down the near side, he button hooks. He's got some room. Down the left wall. Played it back to point. Shot coming. Lundstrom saving the rebound. No, he's got that one. That one stuck to him. 7 seconds to go in the power play. Sitting in the box is Peter Harrell. .5:14 to go. Second period. Mark Morris put out Brody Sutter with Patrick Brown and Brendan Woods, knowing the conclusion of the power play is coming. And on the face-off won by Chicago, that'll pretty much do it. As Karan will now send it back for Jared Nightingale. Hasn't played very much, has Jared? You'll hear from him in a taped interview in the upcoming intermission. Stop and play, and now with 5 minutes to go, we'll take one more break and come back with the remainder of the second period. The Checkers right now down by a score of 4-3.
0-0, 60-second.
Can I help you?
Yes, I need 20 on pump 4 and an Ultimate Millions ticket.
You should have said something, sir. With a top prize of $10 million, Ultimate Millions is a fine choice.
Did you just change your accent?
Don't be ridiculous. Hot towel, hors d'oeuvre, foot massage. Our in-house masseuse, Daryl, has very strong hands.
No, that's okay.
Certainly, sir. Now please enjoy your complimentary shoe shine as I retrieve your Ultimate Millions ticket.
Can you shine sneakers?
With the largest top prize in state instant game history, $10 million Ultimate Millions from the North Carolina Education Lottery is big time. Mint on your pillow, big time.
I present to you your Ultimate Millions tickets.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Like the sun.
Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, are 1 in 2.82. Approximate odds to win top prizes are 1 in 3.99 million. $10 million annuity top prize with lump sum cash value of $6 million. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Mullen advertised.
All right, folks. Down by a score of 4-3. 5 minutes left, second period. On the draw here, the Checkers will chip the puck inside the Chicago zone. It's scooped up by Harold, played off the glass. There's Karan trying to get the puck free. It comes loose to the point. Again fired, and Lundstrom has no problem making a save off the blocker. Carrick, a shot up high, a shoulder check. Carrick's backhander is scooped up by Lundstrom, as Carrick has been very, very good in this game. He's a tough kid. He's got grit. He can absolutely fire the puck. He's rock steady for Jordy Kinnear and the Charlotte Checkers to the back end. Face-off will now go to the right of Lundstrom. Wolves win the face-off, and Bayou will smash in the Charlotte zone. Uriah Hayes getting there, and now for Torquato, mishandled, stolen by Hensick. And he played it to Keegan Lowe. Oh, and a big hit late on Justin Shugg. It was a clean hit, but he is down. And the Checkers don't like that at all as Ethan Warrick goes after Nightingale. And now we have an eruption of players. Shugg is on the ice. Brian Maddox, the athletic trainer, is out to make sure he's okay. Shugg is still down. He's a tough kid. There's no doubt about it, but this was a big hit. It looked to me that it was a clean hit. Shugg was within possession of the puck. And I wonder if we're going to get some penalties as a result of the scrum. Here's a look at it. At the very last second, he did see it, but Nedemel stepped right into him. Shug's back on his feet, and the crowd gives him a nice applause as he goes to the bench. And let's see if he stays on the bench or does he go in the room. He's going to go to the room and get looked at, and Brian Maddox will follow him with 4:19 to go in the second period. The good news is he's walking of his own volition. Doesn't seem to be stumbling or bothered, but just making sure he's okay. TJ Hensick and Justin Shug have been fantastic the last couple of games here, and Shug has been a big factor in the offense for the Checkers with Hensick. Okay, as a result of that last scrum, by the way, the Checkers are shorthanded. A penalty came against Keegan Lowe. And now a face-off to McIntyre's right. Off the face-off, it's held by the Checkers, cleared down the ice. Nice immediate clear there by Kara. You can hear the fans disagree with the unsportsmanlike conduct call against Keegan Lowe that puts the Checkers shorthanded. With now 4 minutes and 1 second to go in the second period. On the near side, it's Cristo. Now back to Schmaltz, but intercepted by the Checkers coming in as Wahlberg shorthanded. Look out, Lundstrom in to smartly play it off the dasher. And it's a puck retrieved by Canone as he stick handles in just onside. Boy, that was close. Canone back to the point now. Schmaltz takes it, then for Lindbaum, back for Schmaltz, back for Lindbaum. He'll wait, send it across. No shot. Now comes one, Lindbaum fires one just wide of McIntyre on the blocker side. Picking it up is Canone in the near corner. Centered, comes loose, Lindbaum fires again and saved by McIntyre. He'll hold that one.
Hey, Chubby wants you to get this going, and he wants you to keep it going after the music stops. When play starts, the music has to stop, but you don't get it going the whole time.
Well, a minute gone. Technically 1:01 gone and 59 seconds to go on the power play.
Louder, keep it going.
And the face-off, won by Charlotte. Mike Cornell gets it out and down the ice. Big clear by the Checkers. Lundstrom stops it in his backhand now to Torquato. He'll maneuver it to the far side to Butler. Dishing it out to the left wall. And then a giveaway by the Wolves, and an easy clear by Rasmus Rissanen. Brandon Woods chasing it down, but they will play it. And now they'll get it out to neutral ice, where it's handled by Torquato again. Took a big hit from Rissanen, takes him to the ice. 2:45 to go in the second period. Checkers down 4-3. Trying to kill off the remainder in what is the 21 seconds left in the Keegan Lowe penalty for unsportsmanlike. Butler down the right side for Torquato. This time he sidestepped the hit but lost control of the puck. Here's a break. Short-handed. Moving in. Here's a shot. Lundstrom safe. Rebound loose. Oh, it stays out. It stays out somehow. And Carrick can't believe it. As the rush by Ryan was stopped, the rebound was there. Here's Ryan coming in again. Dropped it back. There was no one there. Checkers in the midst of a change. Lundstrom with an unbelievable save with an outstretched right pad and right arm. Carrick down the near side, he nearly had the goal. Would have been his second of the game. Now for Boychuk, we're back to 5-on-5. Boychuk racing after it, chipped out to center ice. There's Derek Ryan. Now for Ryan Murphy, who's calmed it down. He tried to thread it past to Ryan. He didn't realize Ryan was going for a change, but they wave off the icing. 1:44 to go, stolen puck by the Checkers. Here's Wera coming in. Hillfire just missing on the blocker side. And Chelios holds it in. Swept down low, Ethan Werrick again. Wraparound chance, back to Boychuk, Hillfire, and that was blocked. Rebound loose to Hensick, turning with it, and can't get it to go. Stays out again as Hensick to the far point. Mike Cornell, wrister, fire, save, rebound, inside the near circle, and now driven out to center by Chicago. Scooter Vaughn, shoulder to shoulder with Chelios, and they've iced it. Oh, Chicago didn't want that one. With 1:15 left to go in the second. An incredible save. Actually, I think Carrick hit the post. I think Carrick hit the post. Yeah, he did. Off the iron. faceoff, Keegan Lowe. Tolchinsky, Hensick, and Boychuk. That's the amalgamation of a line, or a couple of lines actually, for Mark Moritz. The Wolves have sent it down to center. They didn't ice it. Nice play by them. They'll get a change. Last minute of play as Rissanen takes the hit to make the play to get it over to Keegan Lowe. Lowe down the shooting left side. Now to Tolchinsky. He'll dump into the Wolves zone. Boychuk there, and Hensick. Can't get a shot away. Boychuk now to Hensick in the near corner. Hensick fighting for position. Now with Tolchinsky along the near wall. Hensick trying to play it back to the point. It hit a skate. Now in the corner, turning with it. Hensick has it. Hensick's in. Hensick holds. He fires it, and he's hooked to the ice. There'll be a delayed call coming. McIntyre to the bench. Checkers on a power play coming up as Tolchinsky. He's in. He can't fire it though, and it will be played by Chicago with 23.9 to go in the second. The Checkers go to another power play. Well, they are getting power plays as a result of their hard work. And that's another perfect example as TJ Hensick leading the way, forcing a penalty against them. And I believe Yannick Veilleux is going to go. Yes, he will. Well, they scored a late power play goal in the first. Can they score one here late in the second and tie it up? 23.9 to go. Derek Ryan to take the face-off. Boychuk to his left, Brock McGinn to his right. Ryan Murphy on the point along with Carrick. Down 4-3, 23.9 to go, second period. Ryan to take the draw against Welsh. Welsh won it. Butler now down the ice. So all but now 15 seconds they touch the puck before the end of the second period. Ryan Murphy gets the center with 10 seconds left. Down the right side, they'll bring it in. Here's Boychuk. He'll fire a shot that went wide. Now to Carrick looking. Carrick fires it. Loose in front. They score! It's Boychuk with 2.3 to go in the second. Has made it a 4-4 game. Back and forth we go, but another power play goal. How do you like that? 1957, the time of the power play goal. This has been incredible. You're not stopping Boychuk from 2 feet away into an empty net. And Boychuk has goals in back-to-back games. And now has tally number 8, point number 21. So that'll do it. We end the first tied, we end the second tied, and one period may tell the story in this game in the third. We'll come back after a short break and have all the scoring for you. 8 goals in this game, 4 for each team.
19 minutes, 57 seconds of the second period. At the end of the second period, the score. Chicago Wolves.
Tailgating is awesome, unless you're sitting downwind from the grill. Poor Sherry keeps moving her folding chair all over this parking lot, but can't seem to get out of the smoke. So always remember to pick up a Bojangles Big Bow box. With chicken, biscuits, fixins, and legendary iced tea, Bojangles tailgate specials have everything you need for a great tailgate party. And the best part? Your hair won't smell like a bonfire for 3 days. Bojangles. It's bow time. Come on, get it together, Sherry.
Today is no different from any other day here at CPI. We only need one thing on our minds: security. Our customers depend on our innovation, they depend on our fast response. We will keep them safe, and we will deliver.
Let CPI Security deliver for you with a complete InTouch security system installed free. Plus, your choice of an HD interior camera or remote keyless door lock. Call 800-827-4998 or visit cpisecurity.com.
For years, folks had argued over who had the best barbecue. Then one day, a pig walked in. An improper pig. Oink, oink. Wearing a top hat. And of course, everyone thought that's weird, that pig is wearing a top hat. Then they tasted the improper pig's wonderful sauces and amazing dishes, and suddenly the argument was over. The pig had taught everyone that barbecue should just be enjoyed. So, they ate that pig. Yep, that's right.
The Improper Pig in Cotswold. Online at theimproperpig.com.
Stomp, Chomp, and Roll Restaurant Group, Charlotte.
A better network as explained by a door. This is data on a wireless network.
Look, a door!
Let's all go through it together!
When it gets busy, it can get overwhelmed, like this. A better network prepares for heavy traffic with more capacity.
The door is bigger!
A better network like Verizon, for instance.
I'm ready for a big door!
Join us for Tijuana Tuesdays, where you can order 2 large tacos, chips, and a drink for only $5.49 every Tuesday at your local Tijuana Flats Tex-Mex restaurant.
ESPN 730 is Charlotte's sports information source. From noon to 10, it's Dan Lebitard and Stu Gatz. You'll get their take on the sports world and a few laughs thrown in just for fun. Then it's The Pulse with Bobby Rosinski and Chris Allison from 3 to 7, taking you home with their own unique take on the Charlotte sports scene. ESPN 730 is Charlotte's sports information source. Make it yours. And, oh yes, go Checkers!
Don't forget about my tailgate party tonight. I'm picking up a Bojangles Big Bow box.
But isn't the season finale on tonight?
Exactly. We're tailgating the finale.
I thought tailgating was for sports.
Please, Shannon. Everybody knows that all you need to throw a good tailgate party is Bojangles chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. And maybe a cornhole board.
A cornhole board?
Yeah. What else would we do during commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Tailgate everything with Bojangles Big Bow Box. Grab a 12-piece super tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Bud Light presents NFL Fan Dilemmas.
Should I put these Bud Lights on your tab?
Just supposed to get this round.
Whoa, interception!
But on my rounds, we play better. It's good luck when I buy Jeff's beers. But I don't want to buy Jeff's beers. He wouldn't even give me gum the other day.
What a shocking turn of events. Absolutely everything going right.
Yep, my tab.
It's only weird if it doesn't work. Bud Light, for the NFL fans who do whatever it takes. Here we go.
Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
ESPN 730 Charlotte. Your sports home for the Charlotte Checkers, Charlotte Knights, Charlotte 49ers, and Clemson Tigers.
Intercepted, J-Ron Curse.
Plus top sports talk with Mike and Mike, The Herd, The Bottom Line with Lanny Ford, The David Glenn Show, and The Pulse with Bobby Rosinski and Chris Allison.
That is a top tenor.
Your home for national, regional, and local sports talk, plus the biggest games throughout the year. ESPN 730 Charlotte.
Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. It's a 4-4 game. Checkers have only trailed this game. Trailed by 2 goals. Trailed by 1 goal. They've come back every time. The one thing they have not done is led. That may happen in the third. They hope it does. Well, earlier today I had a chance to talk with now Chicago Wolves defenseman Jared Nightingale, a friend of the broadcast, a friend of the Charlotte Checkers, a man who was once the captain of the Charlotte Checkers. His first year in Charlotte was my first year in Charlotte. And when I told him that was 9 years ago, his reaction was, I can't believe it. But we started in Charlotte at the same time. He has since moved on to several different teams, but he has never stopped being a phenomenal human being. And here were his thoughts, not only on last night's game, as we talk quickly about that, but also on reminiscing on his days with the Charlotte Checkers. Well, special guest in the Checkers broadcast, joined by the former captain of the Charlotte Checkers, the ECHL, Mr. Jared Nightingale. It's been a long time since we've talked to you. Before we talk to you about days gone by, let's go talk about yesterday's game, because you guys had an unbelievable comeback. You're down 3-0. You find a way to win in a shootout. It was a total team effort and a third period that did well for you.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't how we wrote it up. Very aware how talented Charlotte is, and they showed it the first couple periods there. We were really on our heels, and we kept battling, and really in the third period I've been on the other side. When you play with a 3-goal lead against a good team like we have, sometimes it's tough. It's human nature to sit back, and we kind of approached it as we had nothing to lose. We were really aggressive, and luckily we found the puck. Put the puck behind the Charlotte's goaltender, but we expect a really good game tonight for sure.
One thing that I noticed in the last game is when you scored early in the third period, it seemed to bring new life to your team, where you had been sort of lagging for the first 40 minutes. That was a spark.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, they always say that the first and last minute every period is really big. It kind of changes the momentum of the game. If, you know, you're coming out of the locker room, you score a quick goal, or, you know, right before the intermission. And we were very fortunate to get the early goal, and obviously with 5 seconds left with Christo to bury that one, it definitely did give some life to our locker room.
Okay, now I want to talk to you about your Charlotte days. Now, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I was actually trying to think of the first year for you when you were in Charlotte, because I've been here for 9 years now. I can't believe it. But you were the captain of the team. Just quickly go through what you think are some of your best memories. I know I'm putting you on the spot here. I know you were here for a long time, but I did think you loved being here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And actually, I've always dreamt and wanted to come back and play, especially once I joined the American Hockey League. But that was my second year pro. I tore my ACL my first year. I was in Idaho. And my brother Adam actually played for Derek Wilkinson in Charlotte the year before, and I couldn't find a job. And I don't blame him. I'm coming off a knee injury, and Adam put in a good word, and very fortunate. Really, I think that's what jump-started my career, was Derek was able to be patient with me, and I was able to get a lot of ice time. I think I had the worst plus-minus on the team, but he was patient, and I tried to play hard, tried to make a name for myself, and that's really what gave me the opportunity to get into the American League. So Charlotte's really the place where I always go back. It's my first memories of pro hockey, that I kind of found the love of the game again to come off the injury. And like I said, that's very, very close to my heart. I've always wanted to come back here and play. And I'm very happy that I'll be able to come back and see Bojangles. The place looks great. So it's got a special place in my heart for sure.
So when you first came to Charlotte, was Kenny Smith the captain of the team?
Yes, he was. Kenny, there's Kurt DeWall, there's
That's
Dusty
right.
Jameson. A lot of Kurt and Dusty still live around here. Kenton Smith, Kenton's brother. I seriously can remember it like it's yesterday. It doesn't, 9 years ago, that's crazy. But yeah, Kenny, I've been spoiled with a lot of great teammates, and that year was a very special group. It seems like every year is, but that really was a great locker room. And even the next year, when like you said, when I was the captain, I wasn't there long, but it was, you know, Derek did a very good job. Derek Wilkinson, he still helps out with the Checkers. He did a really good job at putting a solid team together, and definitely very fun memories.
Okay, you have to help me now. Was your last year in Charlotte the last year of the ECHL?
It was, gosh, what was the last year? Was it
6
9,
years
10?
ago, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, I had a couple stints where I started here and then I'd go up to Hartford.
That's right.
I believe it was, because I came back and I played against the Checkers their first year. We were the Connecticut Whale.
Yeah.
Something I remember
Right,
coming
yeah.
back, and that was a fun trip, because we were affiliated. Now we're coming back to play the Checkers, who was our East Coast League team. I believe it was. It puts things in perspective that a lot has happened. You know, but it's exciting. Good for Charlotte. Good for what an owner with Con. They really do it first class, and it's words out around the league that Charlotte's a good place to play.
Well, I've been doing this a long time, and if I had my list of favorite captains, you'd be up on the top. Thanks for doing this, and best to you and your family.
All right, thanks, buddy.
That was really nice. Jared Nightingale, great guy. We miss him very much, and he's a heck of a teammate. That says a lot about a guy when you're known as a great teammate. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the drop of the puck right here for the third period. It is a 4-4 game. Back and forth we go. The Checkers hope they can get some momentum in their favor for a lead. We'll have a statistical recap of the period when we come back as well.
Warren Moon, in 2 words, how'd you get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
My arm.
Barry Sanders?
My legs.
Joe Namath?
My style.
And you?
Powerball, baby! I won a trip for 4 to the 50th anniversary Ultimate Tailgate Party with over 100 Hall of Famers. Special $10 Powerball purchases are eligible to win.
Visit nc-educationlottery.org for details. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning Powerball are 1 in 31.85. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Mom, Dad, what are you guys doing?
Oh, hey, kiddo. We're just having a little tailgate party.
But you're not watching football.
You don't need football to tailgate. All you need is a Bojangles Big Bow box with chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea.
So, what are you tailgating?
Your brother's doing his first load of laundry.
Is Mom crying?
I don't think I've ever seen her so happy.
Tailgate everything with Bojangles Big Bow Box. Grab a 12-piece Super Tailgate Special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
For Maria and Dave, it was a surprise phone call.
Thank you. We're not in London, are we?
No, why?
Apparently my debit card is.
It started a conversation about fraud protection. They learned their accounts were monitored 24/7 for fraud, that they're not responsible for promptly reported unauthorized debit card transactions, and that they can help protect themselves by doing simple things, like setting up free account alerts.
Talk with a Wells Fargo banker about how to protect your money and financial information, because when people talk, great things happen. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Wells Fargo Bank and A, member FDIC.
Bud Light and NFL fans, this is the legend of Gail Hammerschmidt, who once tailgated 34 straight Panthers games, even grilling out in torrential downpours, and who could run a 4.440 to the mini fridge for an ice-cold Bud Light. But there are many legends like Gail, and Bud Light's rewarding them with experiences like an ultimate NFL weekend. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Ultimate NFL experience open to U.S. residents 21 plus. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/14. See upforwhatever.com for details. Void where prohibited. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Wow.
Yes!
What a strike.
I know! I win! You're up.
All right, watch this. There it is. There it is. There it is. Sweet.
Great gutter ball.
This is awesome. I win too.
Anyone can win by getting all the points. But what if you could win with nothing? Now there's All or Nothing from the North Carolina Education Lottery. The game you can win by matching all or none of the numbers drawn. Day and evening drawings offer lots of exciting prizes, all the way up to $250,000. Visit nc-educationlottery.org for draw results. All or nothing? Either way wins. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, are 1 in 4.5. Approximate combined odds to win the top prize are 1 in 1.35 million. Problem Gambling Helpline, 877-718-5543.
Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. Jason Shai in the broadcast booth. All right, let's give you a statistical recap of the first 40 minutes. The Checkers were down 1 goal early. Yannick Veilleux shot 32 seconds in. From Uriah Hayes and Chris Butler beat Drew McIntyre. Looked like between the legs and a 1-0 lead in the first shift of the game. The Checkers would be down 2-0 when Caron scored at 1:40. Danny Cristo and Pat Cannone assisting on the power play goal as Caron stepped into a one-timer just at the bottom of the near circle past McIntyre. But there would be life in the Charlotte Checkers lineup when Brendan Woods would get on the board. At 10:29, he would score a goal as he rifled it high glove on Nicholas Lundstrom. The play resulted because of the hard-working forecheck by Brody Sutter stealing the puck and firing it back to Woods, who made no mistake. The Checkers would tie the game at 2-2 at 19:29 when Trevor Carrick scored from Ryan Murphy and Derek Ryan. That a power play goal at the almost the conclusion of the first period. Carrick firing one over the glove of Lundstrom, and that would make it a 2-2 game as we stepped into the first intermission. In period number 2, Zach Torquato would score to give Chicago a 3-2 lead. Torquato's goal is second of the year from Yannick Veilleux, beating McIntyre. And so Chicago held a 3-2 lead until Brock McGinn scored a power play goal. McGinn's 11th goal of the year from Trevor Carrick and Ryan Murphy. At 7:36 as McGinn fired it off the blocker side, standing inside the far circle in the zone to our left, and he beat Lundstrom, and so the Checkers at that point were in a 3-3 game. But they would go down a goal yet again. Danny Cristo scored his 13th goal of the season, 11:44 from Schmaltz and Cannone. That power play goal by Chicago made it a 4-3 game. But Zach Boychuk with 3 seconds left in period number 2 at 19:57 would score his 8th of the year, back-to-back games which Boychuk has a goal. Trevor Carrick and Ryan Murphy assisting on the tally. Ryan Murphy, by the way, 2 assists in the game tonight. Strike that, I'm sorry, 3 assists in the game tonight, assisting on one of the Carrick goal, the McGinn goal, and the Boychuk goal. So 3 points tonight for him. As he leads the way in that department. Well, all right, so we are just about a minute and a half away from the puck drop of the third. It is a 4-4 game. There are no penalties to carry over in the third as the Checkers make their way on the ice. Checkers will defend the zone to our left. as McIntyre gets set as the Wolves now pour out on the ice. Yesterday's game needed overtime. Will this game need overtime? I don't think so, but we'll find out together.
Second period highlights brought to you by Dawn. As the team on natural gas heat it up for the third period. Everybody get on your feet. Make some noise. Heat it up in the air.
$20 minutes on the clock. Third period. Here we go. The one thing we'll keep our eye out on is whether or not Justin Shugg is back in the lineup. But for now, the line is Derek Ryan with Brock McGinn and Zach Boychuk, who's had a lot of jump in his step in this game, hasn't he, Zach Boychuk? Play resumes. By Boychuk taking in the high slot, getting a high hit there from Petteri Lindholm. It rolls to Lundstrom, and now Brock McGinn involved in a pushing match with Karan. And you know this is how the third period is going to be played. Nobody wants to make a mistake that'll cost their team 2 points.
This period is brought to you by Brownlee Jewelers. Custom designs available at Brownlee Jewelers.
All right, here we go. Face off the left side of Lundstrom. 19:43 to go in the third. Puck rolls around to the far side, out of the reach of Uriah Hayes. It will be an icing call against Chicago. And a couple whistles 24 seconds into the third in a 4-4 contest. Shots on goal are 26-16. That in favor of Charlotte. Not been the greatest night for the goalies, but it's going to take probably one big save from someone. Hensick with Tolchinski and Werik. And just by my very quick count, Justin Shugg does not appear to be on the bench. So as a result of the hit he took from Ninemel, it looks as if he is gone for the night. We hope he returns in the next game, though, but maybe just precautionary reason to keep him out. For now, the checker's inside the Chicago zone down the right wing wall. Turning with it, Ethan Werik on his forehand. Now back for Tolchinski in the corner. Tolchinski fending off the hit, now back for Werik. Checker cycle the puck well. Here's Werik with room. Werik's in. He'll fire, saved by Lundstrom. Rebound loose, hit the post with a shot. It looked like it rang off the iron. Petteri Lindholm was standing in front as well, but Ethan Werik, great work, and the Checkers nearly tied the game. So a good shift by those three. And now the Checkers get a line change. Chicago now left to right. Jeremy Welsh has got a great shot. Sent a backhand pass down low. Now he had to go back up top with it to Butler, fired purposely wide, bouncing off the end wall. Turning with it is Riley Brace on his backhand. He'll send it back to the point to Butler. Now across the far side, Peter Harold taking a shot. Now playing it to Welsh, indirectly in front of McIntyre. It'll go, but it's stolen by Woods, and now Patrick Brown gathers some speed. Oh, did he ever take a hit?